Hey guys, how's it going?
Here's Rune. This is it.
We're inside. But what is this place?
Your guess is as good as mine, little brother.
The tree! We're underneath the realm travel room. But why is the floor on the ceiling?
Those realm doors seem to mirror the ones above.
Up there. Tyr used the same magic to protect the Black Rune. The clue we seek may be inside.
Huh. Right next to the Jotunheim.
Shit, man.
Interesting.
You know, it's unfortunate that it had to come to that. Do you mind if I ask what he had to say about it? Was he really willing to ruin everything, or well, stuff like that?
Well, one inner sanctum within another.
Those tapestries. Looks like more giant. Whatever Tyr did for them must have been big. Whoa, who are they?
Boy, this is the rune for Jotunheim.
That's right. And look, we're on the other side of the door.
The upside-down door.
What are you thinking?
Stand back.
Okay. It's moving!
What's moving?
Everything! Whoa!
Extraordinary. The whole room is built on some kind of axle.
There's chains on both sides. Without those...
We can flip the temple.
All right!
Do what now?
Uh-oh. Things are happening. Okay. I don't think they're attacking. Want me to read this one?
Go on. Read.
Fuck
Before
me,
the
he
first,
actually said yes.
after the last.
Oh my
Nothing
god.
between, no shadow cast.
Ominous.
Boy, on the statues.
If he's willing
I see
to
that.
throw everything away
It
over
says
that,
void.
then he
Oh.
absolutely did
I
not
was going to
deserve
say
you in the
void.
first place.
Now, right.
That is so low and so pathetic. That's the
I'm
lowest.
quite sure flipping the temple is the only way to reach the whatever it is.
You said there would be a path. The temple can be flipped.
Therefore, we flip the temple. The logic is unassailable. Not sure what happens when we recklessly upend a room that's rooted to 8 other realms. I'm curious, of course, but it's a leap to imagine it gets us to Jotunheim.
I don't mind a lead.
Well, who knows? Perhaps you and Tyr are the same kind of mad.
Here, boy. Another one.
It says his name is Bergelmir. I think Mother said he was the king of the giants.
Aye, that he was. And quite a bit more.
Looks like he had a lot of kids.
That, little brother, is what we call an understatement.
He's dead, but nobody killed him. Do giants die from old age?
They may, though it's rare among the legends. Again with the death traps.
Mind your head, kid.
I'd have thought, brother, why don't you let the lad carry me for a while?
And let you miss this. No.
You're enjoying this.
You know, it's really sad, pal, but it's, in my experience, people as immature as that don't change. I mean, I split up with my ex 4 years ago and I can tell that she hasn't changed a slight bit. I mean, I still keep in contact with her, but I know that she has not changed. There's absolutely nothing different about her at all. Me, I've changed a lot in certain ways, but not every way, but I've changed a lot. But that's unbelievably low.
I'm set.
Check out that fucking thing throwing the ice at me. Oh god. He still hit me from that distance, okay. You want some fire? Have some fire. Wow, that sucked
The other
immensely.
chain waits.
Ah, it's the other kind. Variety is so important.
Unless I'm misunderstanding something, didn't he say that he was okay to break up over that? It's a bit late to realise you're a fucking moron, you know what I mean? Damn.
I truly do hate this part.
I know.
I hate this part. The whole bloody thing.
I can't believe we're so close.
I, for one, never doubted.
Right.
Scratch sigil tendency. still gonna fucking pay.
Done.
Right behind
Boy,
Yes, sir?
time to flip the temple.
Yes, sir.
Let's just agree to stop saying flip the temple. It's starting to sound normal. Brothers, I know what I promised, but in case this doesn't work, just remember, Tyr had good cause to create these obstacles. He's kept Jotunheim out of Odin's reach, but the world is hardly at peace.
No, but it's got hope. We're all working together now. We have unity. That's what the rune on the door to this place was telling us. We're on Tyr's path.
Lift with your legs, brother.
He knows.
Just trying to be helpful. Standing. On the day that brute force is the answer, I'll be quite happy to be on your side, brother. And we're not dead. That's a plus.
There, on the left. I think we can climb back up to the realm travel room from there.
I don't care if that clown retracted that. I saw what he said.
Oh, he's right, you know. I see it too. A place to climb up back where he did the flipping.
See that, Mimir? Nobody can do all this alone. All these obstacles. They're just chances to prove we're the ones who can beat
What'd you
them.
read a scary story for then?
We may
Smitty?
argue. Me and Father, you and Freya, Brock and Sindri. But when we all work together, we do make a good team. And that's Tyr's test. That's why we're gonna make it to Odin.
Do you hear that, brother? Lad's found his equilibrium.
What's that mean?
He means you speak wisely, Atreus. And that is good to hear. Boy, your knife.
Well, what have we got?
Some sort of travel stone.
Let me see.
The thing is, pal, if you're feeling a lot better and you're happy now, then that tells me
Great
that your
outdone those
relationship
others.
is highly
That's
toxic.
the Unity Stone.
You know it.
I wasn't sure it existed.
I wish
If
I'd felt
Tyr
like that
possessed
after I
this,
broke up with my
that
last one.
explains how he could visit all the realms and other lands to boot.
He held this. In the panel in Odin's library.
Yes. Yes, that's it. I understand now. It shows Tyr walking the realm between realms. You know how you must never stray from the path? Well, Tyr always followed his own path, if you catch my meaning.
The realm between realms.
Wait, where am
You're
I?
saying Tyr's shrine
Oh.
showed him stepping off the branch of the world tree. And you're thinking, to reach the secret path to Jotunheim, that's what we need to do?
I am.
Oh dear. That is what you're thinking, isn't it? If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
This is incredible!
Oh, how can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on, that was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing! How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard Peak.
But how do we
Christ.
use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
Well, this is sparse.
The pedestal.
You know, it's kind of alarming me even more that it took something like this just to ruin everything.
Oh no! It took the stone!
The tower. It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening! Is it moving? It's moving!
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it.
Smells like Nephil.
Oh, no, this is considerably worse. Oh, wow, that's over. Now, where are we?
Oh, looks like Alphon. Careful! Sorry, not ready.
Whatever, man. That should not have happened. Stupid dark elves. I'm not doing very well today.
I do not know.
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh dear, here they come. Surely that's enough of that.
Muspelheim. This won't be good. Elder and Tool at the same time. Sure. You stopped. I think it's over.
Aye. But where are we?
Well, I guess I can safely say don't judge a
We're
book
back
by
in
its
Midland.
cover.
There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giant secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
Well, dude, in all honesty, you did the right thing. You shouldn't have any regrets, not that I think you do, you know. For someone your age, you're actually very smart. You know, a lot of teenagers, you know, and youngsters, they don't really know how to deal with these kind of things so easily, but you've done very well. Yes. Normally you really have to go through a lot of shit before you start learning these things, but you grasp hold of it very soon.
And we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
When I was your age, I was a complete freaking dumbass about these sort of things.
Wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal. Tyr must have used his own eyes to refract the energy. It was his final failsafe.
You've got eyes like him, Mimir.
I've got an eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from traveling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
He'd have kept it. Any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot. For years, I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri. Hey guys, question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to... He wanted me to build a... He showed it to me, you see, and I... Declined. Sorry. Will you excuse me? Oh.
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that. Well, lads, I don't know what lies ahead. But now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready for the worst. Anything you need to do, I'd do it now. Just some sage advice. Once more to the Horde. Steady.
Well, he knows what germs and everything are. So coming into contact with anything just makes him want to heave all the time. Giant monster. Hello, hello.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
First time I did this, I was far from wild about it. Fucking hell, nearly passed out. Given my love for snakes.
So, are we really doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this. You sure this is a good idea?
No.
Oh no,
Well, brothers,
it's a
I've been to
terrible
many
idea.
strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah. I've never been in a giant's belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one that was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Here we go.
I'm terrified of snakes, by the way. Absolutely, totally fucking traumatized by them. So when I first saw this thing, I literally froze. But the only good news that came from that one was knowing that this thing was on our side. But because I knew in Norse mythology the world serpent was a bad thing, I thought it was going to kill us. I was like, great, I'm going to have to kill the fucking serpent the size of this country. No, they changed it. I was like, ah, thank God for that. Just got to deal with Thor and Odin then.
Smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird.
Yeah, I've seen a leak pop up about that. It's on my Twitter a little while ago. And somebody's got a screenshot of all the fighters that are coming out. Apparently the Joker is part of it, but if it's also got the release dates below them as well, and I'm hoping that's a fucking lie, because if it's anything to go by, it means we're getting a new fighter every 2 months, and the next one to come out is Terminator and not Sindel. Which should really piss me off, by the way, because I don't want to wait 4 months for Sindel. Says that she was next on the list, so I mean, don't be misleading about these sort of things, you know. But I guess we'll wait and see. But knowing these kind of leaks from Mortal Kombat is probably true. Haven't exactly seen one that hasn't been true yet.
Any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
No, it's not like I can still see through it. That's one thing we have in common then.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently. Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
Well, I hope it is fake, pal. But
How's it feel, Mimir?
given that
Well,
someone
I
has
wouldn't say
discovered
I'm
this a
feeling
day
full
before
again,
it's due to
but it's
come
a
out,
slight improvement.
there's a strong possibility that it's legit.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally,
I think
they told
the
me you're
character leak
There's
that
no
came
stopping us now.
a long time
Laddie, have
ago,
you ever heard
before the
term
game came
tempting
out,
fate?
is legit. I believe that the characters that came out in that leak are going to be in the game. And I truly believe that there's going to be another combat pack after a second one. Because if they're going to stretch it out for one character every 2 months, it would make sense that they're doing 3 of them. Especially if they're doing content for a couple of years, you know?
Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe
It makes sense that they'd
upsetting
expand to
Jormungandr's
3 combat
belly.
packs instead of 2.
Something is wrong.
It definitely makes sense. I mean, I would do it.
Funny. What's happening to him?
Nothing good. Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
The board shifting! I'm
I
gonna...
have him. Boy? Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look! Freya. We can still trust her, right?
Until we know for certain, keep her distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
It's
did you
true,
see
the
him last?
chainsaw is something to consider.
Long ago.
But it's like I was saying, it
Before
doesn't
you were
necessarily
even
mean
born.
it'll be Ash Williams either. It could be the
Why are you
Doomslayer.
standing so far from me?
Given that they dropped a massive hint of it in
What's
the Doom trailer.
Something's happened.
We don't know. I mean, it's always possible, dude. I mean, I'm not buying the leak personally. I'm not, but it's definitely a possibility, and it wouldn't surprise me either.
Bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
The thing about Mortal Kombat leaks is they have a tendency to be true. I can't remember the last time there was one that was wrong.
My boy.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Yes, my friend, I'm one away from the
I'm
big
not
100.
going anywhere.
I'm planning something, but I'm not quite sure.
I know that you're
I
still
might just
with
make
me.
it a weekend thing or
I
something
know
like that.
How you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel?
Yeah, this is the fight I was telling you about.
I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
No, back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
No! Please!
No! I can reach him! You have to stop fighting!
In your match! You two care about this. Get out of my way!
No.
Listen to me, both of you! I won't hurt you, but you must stop this! I said stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No!
Yeah.
No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
What is that? I can feel this. Oh. I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
You will not do this!
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap.
Oh yeah, I'll play
yes.
on the hardest difficulty.
Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
Ah, do you remember I was telling you about what Thor was capable of doing in this, dude? See that giant and how that chisel going through his head? Thor did that to him. And Thor is the same size as Kratos, and look what he did. That's the kind of stunt that Kratos could have pulled off. Thor's history in this is horrible. He's killed dozens, if not hundreds, of giants, of all different sizes.
He means to kill you.
So if that's not proof that he could probably take Kratos down, then I don't know what is.
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
Don't touch him. This will all be over soon.
There!
Son! Please stop! I can make it right!
I feel freezing.
Stop hurting my boy!
Better than I remember. This can hold me. Weak mother. Mother.
Take your son and go! I can't let you get hurt!
Boy! The crystal!
Well, technically the giant himself is the size of a mountain, dude.
Atreus!
The only other person that I know of that's taken down giants, like the Titans, is Kratos. Because he took out Kronos, didn't he? But the thing is, when you look at the body count of Titans compared to the body count of giants, Thor has killed a lot more giants than Kratos has, pal. That's why I'm afraid of fighting him, because I'm convinced he's going to do some serious damage to Kratos. I've always said that he has to meet his match one day, and it may as well be Thor. I mean, this is his brother I'm fighting here, for Christ's sake, and he's a fucking serious threat. Ah, you fuck! Get off me! Where is he?
Incredible!
Well, dude, you need to remember something very important. The gods, the giants, and the titans are no different from one another because the gods came from the giants and they came from the titans. They're just as powerful.
Stay away from my
I'd be more concerned about their parents than the children.
Stop him!
Kratos was just resourceful enough to do it. That's all it comes down to. But this guy here, he nearly killed Kratos in this game. He shoved a massive shard of rock right through his thigh and nearly killed him with it. So it's not like Kratos can't be taken down, because he can. All the gods in this can be killed, and they can definitely be hurt. See, if the rule is, if it bleeds, you can kill it. Simple as. And the gods do bleed in this.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it? What? Why won't you die?
It doesn't have to end this way!
Weak you can beat.
Well done, boy.
Of course he's gonna be rage, you dumbass. He's full of it. He's not gonna be like green or anything, is he? You shot yourself with that one.
Stop. Please.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Just can't help yourself, can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, Father!
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The cycle ends here. Must be better than this.
No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with the god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not.
The whole population of Greece.
I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you'll be. We must be better.
Well, the god of war in Norse mythology in this one was Tyr, and he's full of hope, unity, and peace, so he'd probably be more suitable.
Guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes.
This man is
But
still
she could
full of a
never
lot
make
of
that
rage.
choice.
He's just learned how to be a better god and a better father.
We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
And the thing is, Marcus, I'm not. I wasn't glad to actually see Baldur die because he's one of those villains that you feel really bad for him because he didn't ask to be cursed by his mother like that. You know, she's the one that made him invulnerable for his entire life. You know, and not being able to feel anything at all, not just pain, but not tasting, not smelling anything, like not being able to have sex, all that stuff, that drove him mad. So I mean, you know, it's not really his fault. He was just full of too much rage and vengeance. That was his problem in the end. That's why Kratos kind of related to him.
She would have died to see him live.
But I think it's unfortunate that he had to die.
So you'd let me kill you?
If she hadn't have done that, he may have turned out to be a decent god.
There was no easy choice.
And Baldur was very much loved in
anybody,
mythology,
brother.
but
But I
this
think
one's
we can
upside
all
down,
agree
isn't it?
You did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Why did Baldur say we cost him?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Terribly stupid.
Here we go! I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things work according to plan, go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy! We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine!
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, no, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready.
Yep, he did kill his wife and his daughter.
Come.
And he's wearing their ashes. Imagine explaining that to the kid.
Boy, do I have plans for you. You have it back, please. Don't flatter yourself.
Fair enough, you can pay attention to that. You know, and there's a lot of dead giants up here as well. A lot of them. And who do you think killed them? Oh, of course, Odin is also responsible for killing them too. And so is, you know, Thor's sons. They're all involved in it. There was a massive war between God knows how many of the realms. You know, so there's so many things we don't know about as well.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak
The
ahead.
Aesir gods are not
Right over
very
there.
nice. Evil bastards. Of course, in mythology, the giants were the bad ones.
We did it.
It's just the other way around this time.
We did.
Giants are the good guys. Boy, the things I would give to see Surtur, the fire giant. Ho ho ho. I know he's still alive. Burn Asgard to a cinder.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy.
No, it wasn't brainwashed, dude. Ares just used a spell to conceal their identities, that's all it was.
Carry her.
No. The giants come in different sizes, pal. Atreus is a giant, and look how small he is. And the other thing about giants is they can, as far as I'm aware, they can shapeshift. So they don't necessarily stay in one particular size
It's
either.
nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Some of them are probably the size of these statues. Some of them are the size of mountains. Some are the size of Kratos.
Hello?
Thor
Anybody here?
is also half giant. And pretty much all of the gods are half giant in this, because that's where they came from originally. They came from the giants. I'm pretty sure Kratos was Titan-sized at one point in the original games, if I remember correctly. He was Titan-sized when he was
I
fighting
should feel
Ares.
them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
Well, you're right, she didn't tell him about it. She had reasons for hiding that.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Another little part of that was over there is this. You see Atreus by himself and he's got a bunch of animals with him. I think he's gonna have the ability to control them. Well, as Loki did.
Look, it's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home.
Well, it's a good thing it is confusing, pal, because there's many possibilities there. It doesn't necessarily mean that Kratos is actually dead. He might not be. You know, he could have come back to life again. He could have taken his own life and come back, because apparently he can't die by his own hand. If he kills himself, he comes back to life. He may have done it temporarily. Maybe Atreus did it. We don't know. Just gonna have to wait and find out. Look at all these dead giants. What the gods did to them. Fucking bastards.
No. We do it together. Son. Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant. Which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
Well, who says he has to give birth to the horse? You do realize he's the
Question
father
for
of the
another
world
day.
serpent, right? Explain how he
Let us
created
go
that
home.
thing. Not to mention Hel, the goddess Hel. And the wolf giant Fenrir, or Hrothvitnir as he's also called. I think you'll probably just create them somehow. Oh, how'd I get that? Shapeshifters.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, Yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Lumir missed it. I understand if you want to go home, but I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people. Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
No, in this story, Justin, when Thor first encountered the World Serpent at the Battle of Ragnarok, their fight was so intense that it smashed this thing here, the World Tree, and it sent the Serpent backwards in time to the long before his own birth. And because he couldn't get back, he just basically stayed here, and he grew so large that his body just goes all the way through Midgard now. So I mean, the Serpent does recognize the kid. And yes, the giants can see the future. That's the whole reason why Odin's after them in the first place. This boy here, he can see the future. I can show you a premonition of them encountering Thor in a minute. Oh, and FYI, these two killed Thor's sons in this too, so Thor has a personal beef with both of them.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realise. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur has become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world, in that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrote. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather.
No, I don't think Atreus is the guy that he killed.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my screw.
Yeah. We heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
He said he carried his body home after he died or whatnot during a battle or something. But he didn't do that in the game. So, it was probably during the Barbarian War or something. Home sweet home. I was gonna go and do some of the Muspelheim trials, but I think I'll stop it here because I've just taken 2 of my painkillers and I'm gonna be knocked out in a minute.
The tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
Okay. Tell me again how Odin knew we were going to Jotunheim before we did.
Odin is extremely clever, you see. Nearly as clever as he thinks he is. And he's a collector of prophecies. If it's about the future, he adds it to his collection. Helps him style himself as all-seeing and all-knowing. But of course, the idea is control. Control of the future, control of his fate. He'd control every realm of every land in every world if he could. Every potential pocket of resistance, he seeks to eliminate. Even if you've never posed a threat before, he may think one day you might. So you see, it's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right.
Oh no, it's Atreus that has the dream, but it's because he's a giant. Giants can see the future. It basically makes him Odin's top target. Now Odin may not be able to actually see where he is because he's because Freya put a protection rune on the both of them back at the beginning of the game. Now there's a sequence in the game where Kratos got tied up in some Vanir magic vines or whatever, and you see the protection rune wear off of his neck. Now why did they show that? There had to be a reason for it. So it means that Kratos is not protected.
It's a slight improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
It still is. Because if Odin can't see where he is, he can't get his hands on him. And it's probably not a good thing if he does. Because I mean, I know Thor is an evil son of a bitch, but Odin is one master manipulator. So...
Okay, this'll do.
So many things to think about, and yes, it probably will happen. It'll be after Fimbulwinter or something. So either we'll see Thor at the beginning of the next game, or we'll see him at the end of it. Yeah, looking forward to that. I'll be wishing the snake would back me up then.
What was that?
The ball!
Telling you, man, that guy has no fear. he's gonna be a huge issue.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us. Here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like... the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Sleep. Alright. Okay, so the 100th one is coming up. I haven't decided when I'll do it, but I won't play God of War until I do decide it. I'm thinking I'll do it at either the weekend or a weekend. I'll just make it kind of like a daily thing, I suppose. There's not much else you can do with it, really. It's not like there's more than one game mode or anything like that, because there isn't. It's just story-based stuff. But why not? Keep it nice and simple. But yeah, I can feel those tablets kicking in now. I'm definitely gonna conk out any second now. Whoa. Yeah, that's fun. I would have done a stream sooner tonight, but my internet went offline for a few hours. They were doing some sort of maintenance on it, so it came up pretty late. Sorry to say. But yeah, still some Horizon I can squeeze in as well. But like I said, I haven't decided if I'm doing it this weekend or another one at some other point. It might be this one, but it may not be. So, no promises. But I'll tweet it. I will tweet. Tweet. Anyway, my friends, enjoy your night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try and be back on again tonight. But we'll see. Anyway, take care, folks.